RFI, RFC, and some responses, also from some of the people who made the assertions. Some of the people who made the assertions or asked me to look into things, I've given them what I found. Other people gave me responses. This is amazing. Wow, it's almost like if you go on the net and ask questions and let people answer you, you're better off. Meanwhile, when I post a video that answers people's questions, because they actually had them in the comment section in a lot of videos, I get critiqued by someone who doesn't like answering questions or not. It goes for 41 seconds, and down the hill is at the end. There's a video I have linked below that ends in NV6CQ, I think that's the right one, at the 16-minute and 50-second mark, where down the hill is preceded by 3 seconds of some sort of sound, and then before that is guys. This is according to an interview with the mother of one of the people who died in Delphi. Saying roughly, I heard the recordings, and there's just a gap of 3 seconds with really nothing of any interest between them. So, guys, down the hill is literally the correct recording. There's probably noise in the middle, and obviously they should release it. But that eliminates the idea of the 41 seconds. Except, I need that 41-second reference. Whatever it is, don't assume that I've got this right at all. Please find that audio recording that has 41 seconds extra, because that would be useful. Let's hope that it's not somebody just re-looping audio. By the way, I do have the ability to detect that. I used to detect tampering. That was what was released over a week ago. This is not a release, and that word needs to not be used. Some YouTuber interviewed somebody, or some YouTuber posted an audio-video recording somewhere, or it's on Facebook or whatever. It is not on the Delphi page for the police department. It's not a release. Release implies, please stop using that word, that it's done by the police department or whatever. I've checked as much as I can. No one's bothered filling it in. But again, if there's a 41-second recording of other data, I need it. Abby's mother added that Libby said, "This path goes no further." That quote doesn't work anywhere, and that's actually somebody putting it in quotes. What was the actual audio or video or text source for this? Still a Mystery, Season 1, Episode 2, Down the Hill, 2019, June 3rd. Transcript at subslikescript.com. I'm quoting the parts that are important out of order. Libby says something like, which means we're already at a game of telephone. Well, the path ends here, so we can't go any further. That's not the same as the path goes no further, but that's accurate data. This person did not post a fake statement. This person did their best to recall something. But it's not a direct quote. I have the transcript, and also someone, thank you, posted a snippet from the TV show and put it up on YouTube so we can hear it. Libby says something like, well, the path ends here, so we can't go any further. That's just Libby saying that sometime during the recording. This is on a network and a TV show producing company like Discovery or whatever, or History Channel or whatever. I think it's Discovery. That's notorious for doing any documentary they can by deliberately inserting as much ambiguity and bad cuts and deceptive edits. So it's a bad source, but that is what she said. We have a contiguous statement like that. That just means sometime in the recordings that were done that day, she was recording something and said, the path ends here, so we can't go any further. That means they just went to a dead end somewhere. You might be able to figure out where that was, and we don't have any data other than that. So I need the 41 seconds reference, please, if you can find it. And as for this being a release, please stop using that word. Unless it's an official release, say it's something I saw on Facebook or YouTube, because I need to know where it came from. But thank you. Very much thank you for leading me to this. Next. Someone said about one of my YouTube videos, just using the simple measures that you applied, simple, to the audio is not capable of undoing the encrypted signal. When I inquired, the person basically said the police scrambled, or encrypted, that's the wrong word, some of the audio. And that this person is making the assertion, I found out because I looked up, wait a minute, what's this channel name and why is it so familiar? The person claimed that they were able to unencrypt audio by doing something to it. And apparently losslessly, or almost losslessly, got the data out of what was really hidden in the audio. For those of you who don't know what that's based on, that's like the backmasking Led Zeppelin meme. This is not any useful data. It's garbage in my opinion, but here we go. Post a vid explaining only the following. In this order, you're not allowed to change it. The files you use for the audio source. First, was it a WAV file, OGG, or MP3? No, I don't want to hear it. Just make a video. Make it long if you want to, but you have to do it in this order. You have to say what it is and show where you got it. And in the description, duplicate it. So we can pause the video, not give you a page view, not even give you a like or a subscribe. And go find that data and double check what you're doing by reproducing the results. That's called science. And links to the software you're using. And the version number. I do this. I'm asking of you the same thing I do. I did an entire video about how I set up Audacity to do something as simple as what you were critiquing. I'll get to that in a minute. And then the rest of the video can be you explaining how you did this. Or your conclusion you're making that this is somehow encrypted. That's not the right word. That conclusion is false. It doesn't mean you're lying. It just means it's not true. Now, I'm obviously, if some of you can't figure it out, I'm very, very, very low-key trolling the crap out of people here. Someone has become emotionally invested in a conclusion they've come up with, like my conclusion that the semi-aquatic ape theory is sound. No, it's not. It's garbage, but I used to think it was true. I used to think that sovereign citizens were onto something. They're not. They're just wrong, and that's literally the end of it. It's not complex. It's not some conspiracy. Literally, it's not a conspiracy theory. They're just wrong about something. They make mistakes. Everybody does. Nobody's infallible. Your conclusion about what may or may not be there is wrong because you're not showing us exactly how you did it. Well, no. An entire video where you exclusively do it the right way. The beginning of the video is where you got your audio sources. If it's not the WAV file, it's going to be the MP3, or it's going to be the OGG, or it's going to be some YouTube video, or worse, it'll be a press conference where there's a bunch of noise injected. I tried to explain that to one person, that they do not have golden ears, that they could have made an audio mistake, and that, yeah, the sheriff's department was overcranking the audio and creating pareidolia, so they get a bunch of false responses and get all the noise done in the first few days so they could filter out anybody who wasn't doing a legitimate, really good job. I heard Elvis in there. You're off the list. We're not listening to you anymore. That is something cops do sometimes. That's my speculation, but that seems more likely because they're really, really pushing this. They're pushing buttons. Read the quote below by Abby's, I think it's Abby's relative, Abby's mother. Let's move on. My methods are not capable of undoing encryption. Do you even know what encryption means? The assertion here, and I'm going to oversimplify it for the channel that I'm not naming yet, is that the police department had an audio recording, and according to the mother who listened to it originally, and also the audio data we got, there was guys, a 3-second section down the hill, and something may have been said there. The claim is that it was hidden, not by just injecting noise that would be convincing, but by encrypting it. That wording does not mean what you think it means, and yes, that's a Princess Bride reference. It's the wrong word. It's just, that's not it. So, again, no, stop. You have to give us a link to where you got your audio file from that you're using. If you don't have it, do it over again. I did the video I did about Audacity 4 fucking times in a row because I kept fucking up. Okay, it was more than 4 times. The point is, do it. The first part of the video, we can pause it. We can read in your description, where did you get the audio file, what software you're using, and then type up an explanation of what buttons to hit. I included in the thumbnail and in the description what my settings were that I used to clean up a video recording of someone walking around with a literal atom bomb backpack. You can make the effort. No, don't do it as a stream. Well, I'm just going to stream this and insert all sorts of things. No, we're not there for 4 hours while you're not doing what I'm asking. This isn't a big ask. The reason is I told someone when they posted a link to one of your videos, it's bullshit unless the person explains how they got the audio. I think it's exactly the same thing you were talking about. The fact that the owner of the channel wouldn't post a link or the name and title of the audio recording that's supposed to show that there's some sort of encryption, that's weird. No, it's cowardice. right? Again, I'm triggering you. Okay. How does Donald Trump respond to someone simply saying he has poor penmanship? He lies about his penmanship. Says he was the best in his class. He overzealous. He just overdoes it. Embellishes. It's called lying. Donald Trump actually does have decent penmanship, by the way. I don't like him, but I don't lie about him. Because that's dumb. Do I think he has a brilliant mind? In one way or 10. I don't know. I don't know the guy. Do I think he should have been president? 20 years ago? Sure. No joke. Yes, I voted for Donald Trump when he fake ran. I signed off the little ballot. You used to be able to get a ballot. He made his own ballots up. It was cute. Well, kind of. Somebody did it for him for promotion. I eventually got a bunch of junk mail from Trump Corp. But the point is, I don't think he should have been president this time. That's it. I don't know anything else about the guy. I don't even know if he's guilty of anything. I'm not in the room with him. None of us were there that day when the Delphi murders happened. So if you're going to make an assertion that you're picking up an audio recording where it says bitch or hey guys instead of just guys, we need to have a way you got that information. I'm sure this person did a demonstration video and I've totally been ignoring it. Or someone didn't give me a link to it. The rest of the video, however, can't be about Delphi. In fact, you can't put the Delphi murders in the title. How I extract encrypted audio from noise. That's the title you have to use. It doesn't have a page ranking capability. It won't attract anybody who wants to subscribe and maybe donate. You're going to do this recording the way I'm telling you to do. And here we are at the 12-minute mark. You have to record someone talking and then turning their head away. Put them in a disguise, but make it to where we can see their lips, where they're talking towards the camera, and turn their head away with a noise source in the background, preferably a waterfall or something like that. A continuous noise source that isn't wind blowing on the mic. And as they turn their head away, so the phase shifts happen, in the grass, as we call it, down here in the audio, you have to do a systematic method for retrieving what they said. That's just audio that's been damaged or is noisy, not quote-unquote encrypted. Then do an audio recording where you can hear them. Then demonstrate encryption and then decrypt it. Lossless recovery of encrypted data is the goal of encryption and decryption. It isn't going to come back half-assed. You're going to hear it. It's not the right word, but if you want to do that, okay, a single picture can have an encrypted message in it, text, whatever. Same thing with video and same thing with the audio. But that's not the wording that's supposed to be using here. But if you claim you've recovered audio that was supposed to be suppressed or hidden by the police, for some reason you're invoking this conspiracy theory stuff, okay. They've obviously not offered any information to us, so that's why I'm acting like a troll here. But if you're going to demonstrate that you were able to retrieve it, when all they would have had to do is blanket or just use the Audacity function, insert noise, or just grab some other section where no words are said and just put that over the top of it a couple of times, most of you wouldn't recognize that happening. I can find the edit marks in the audio recording, and if we slow it down, you can hear them because they're no longer ultrasonic or transonic. Is that the right word? Why am I doing this trolling video? It's real simple. Someone came into my channel and said I did it wrong and then said there's an encrypted signal because I told people how to get rid of the words the person's saying and just listen to the noise where people say they're hearing words. Now, if you're standing next to a waterfall talking to a friend and they turn their head, are you A, going to mistake what they're saying? B, going to rely on lip reading? C, it's aliens? Okay, I'm done. But anyway, the Delphi Puzzle channel decided to post that comment, and apparently other people have critiqued the channel as well for various reasons, including some pretty wild ones. But again, all you have to do is put up a video. Again, what's your audio source you used for that video? What software you're using? Demonstrate how you do it, and demonstrate it not on the Delphi subject. And don't use the keywords. Do it about an audio source where there's noise in it, and recover the data. Recover the sound. Do a good job. And offer the audio files for us to demonstrate to ourselves that that method works. Then we won't need you. The goal on my channel is to make it to where you don't need me. You can just follow the instructions. Nobody ever does, it seems. You've got better things to do, obviously. But try. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck.